If you have feet, you need to take care of them. They got to last you your entire life. And one of the ways I try to take care of my feet is by wearing good shoes and boots. Well, in today's video, we're going to take a look at some boots from the Kodiak Boot Company in Canada. They've been making boots since 1910, so they probably know what they're doing. So anyway, we've got the Chelsea boots here. We've got some 6-inch boots and some 8-inch boots. We're going to take a closer look at them coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for trustworthy information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. And in my opinion, one of the components of being prepared is making sure that you keep your feet good and healthy, because if you've ever had any pain or issues with your feet, you know how debilitating that can be. And basically, if your feet go down, you're pretty much down. So I think it's important to wear good footwear. And as I said, the folks at Kodiak Boots, which by the way, says they've been Canada's boot maker since 1910, they were kind enough to send me some of their boots so I could show them to you. And we're going to do that. But first, speaking of things that start with a K, I'd like to give a big shout out. I'm all about the segues, right? I'd like to give a big shout out to the sponsors for this video and the longest running channel sponsor here, Survival on Purpose, the folks at Click Belts. Click belts are sewn in Texas. They feature genuine Austria-Alpine Cobra buckles, and they even have the poly Cobra buckle, which has been through TSA on my waist several times now. So I am wearing my Click belt right now, and you can see it's called a Click belt because the Austria-Alpine Cobra buckle goes click. So if you want to check them out, you can save 15% on your order at clickbelts.com by using the coupon code SOP15. So thanks to ClickBelts for sponsoring this video. Now let's talk about some boots. So, first of all, as I said, I have 3 different style boots. I've got the Chelsea boot with no laces. I like these because they're really easy to get on and off. You don't have to spend a bunch of time relacing them. And then I've also got the 6-inch boots, which have a nice padded collar, and we'll talk about that. And these are all waterproof, by the way. And finally, they sent me some of their 8-inch boots, which are I call these kind of like lumberjack boots. And we're gonna look at these individually. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you kind of a quick initial look at them here. Then I'm gonna wear them for a while and see how they actually wear, and come back and give you that report. So first of all, talk about the things all these boots share in common, and then we'll talk about what each one has a little bit different, and then we'll do some wearing. Okay, so I said we're going to talk about the features that all these boots have in common. First of all, these 3 particular pair I have here are all composite toe boots, which means they have a CSA and ASTM approved composite toe, a composite floor plate, and it says they're ESR/EH. I have no idea what that means, but they also all 3 feature the Kodiak SOS Smell Out Science odor control technology, which breaks down odor causing bacteria, which that's a good thing, right? And then they also all feature the Comfort Zone anatomically engineered footbed. Let's see if I can show you that, with deep heel cushioning and dual density urethane system. So, and that's basically the footbed inside here, because they also have the Ortholite comfort foam insoles. So pretty nice there. And then finally, they all have oil and slip resistant non-marking soles with a pretty good tread on them as well. So that's what they all have in common. So let's talk about each individual model real quickly as far as what the specific differences are. So first we'll talk about the Chelsea boots. So you can see they have a little elastic right here to help you get this thing on, and a nice little pull tab here to pull it up on your feet, so it stretches out enough to slide your foot in it. And they're calling this one full grain waterproof leather with a water resistant construction. It doesn't say it has any membrane in it. And the price on these Chelsea boots right now is about $140, $140 to $150, depending on if you catch this while they're on sale or not. Next, we'll look at the 6-inch work boots. And first of all, they come with an extra pair of laces, so they come with the brown laces or red laces. These have waterproof leather with a waterproof seam-sealed membrane, so something like Gore-Tex in here may not be exactly Gore-Tex, but it's a membrane. And they have a gusseted tongue, if you can see that in there. So the tongue's completely gusseted, and it looks like it's pretty comfortable. So this gusseted tongue just keeps crap from getting down in your boot. They have an abrasion resistance, moisture wicking lining, nice little padded collar as well, and they also have a pretty good finger strap here to pull these suckers on with. So that's the 6-inch boots. Finally, let's look at the 8-inch boots, or what I refer to as the lumberjack model. And they are a little different. You can see the 6-inch boots have this kind of suede material here on the tongue. These are straight up leather all the way up. They feature waterproof leather with waterproof seam sealed membrane. They also have the gusseted tongue, and you can see this is a one piece of leather gusseted sewn in along the side where the eyelets are. And it's also sewn at the very bottom down here, which is pretty normal. The 8-inch boots feature 200-gram Thinsulate insulation for all-season warmth and an abrasion-resistant lining. In this case, they have a red and black plaid flannel top collar lining. And they also come with 2 sets of laces, and they have a nice little pull tab back here. So let me just give you a couple of close-ups of these things now. So here's the Chelsea boots, just to show you nice what they look like all the way around. Here's the 6-inch boots, nice padding there, and all the way around. And here are the 8-inch boots, and nice there. Okay. Oh, and the price of the 6-inch boots, while they're on sale right now, is $155, and they're regular $165. And the price of the 8-inch boots, if they're on sale, is $165, and the regular price is $175. Okay, just to show you how easy or difficult the Chelsea boots are to put on. Hey, Kuma. Hey, buddy. Kuma. Put my finger in the grip there. Kuma doesn't wear boots. Okay, so they can slide on pretty well. And oh, my legs are white. Put my finger there. And there we go. So not bad. They feel a little bit of movement in here just because they're slip-ons. But yeah, I wear, these are pretty true to size. So I wear a 9.5 usually, and these are a 9 wide US. Let's try the 6-inch on. So this is enough shoelaces where you can bring them around and tie them in the front if you want to. And I do, because I don't like those floppy things hanging around. Barely enough. Okay. Pretty good fit there, and something I want to see. I like the fact that sometimes in these gusseted tongues, they don't really want to lay flat on you. This one laid very flat. There was no issue trying to fold it up or poke it down or anything like that. It just went where it's supposed to. I like that. And finally, let's take a look at the 8-inch boots. So far, so good. Okay, so I wanted to give you kind of a look at these things before I got them dirty, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wear each one of these for several days and just kind of let it get broken in and see how well it performs for me, just through my normal course of day, whether it's on a construction site or just hanging out around the house or doing whatever I'm doing. And then I'll be able to give you a somewhat informed opinion of how well they perform for me. So right now I am actually wearing the 8-inch model, and that's what I'm going to start with, because honestly they're my least favorite. I don't usually wear those high boots, but I'm going to give them a shot because I know a lot of people do, and heck, I might even like them. And then I'll probably go to these, and I'll save the Chelsea for last. So let's do that now, and then by the miracle of modern technology, I'll be instantly back after having worn them for a little while. It's almost like Doctor Who. Okay, so again, by the miracle of technology, I'm back. I've been wearing these boots on and off for a few weeks now. I haven't really worn them like constantly every day. Honestly, I haven't worn them enough to even get them really completely broken in, because it takes a little while. These are full leather boots. But I did wear them enough to kind of get a sense of how well they're going to perform, I think, and how well I would like them. And so I'm going to tell you that in just a minute, but first what I thought we'd do, since these are all 3 waterproof boots, we're going to do a little scientific testing, so to speak, and see how well they work in the water. So we're going to start with the Chelsea boots, because I think they have the most likelihood to be the least water resistant, because they got that fabric elastic side on them. So we'll see how water resistant they are, and then we'll we'll step up the boots and step up the water level as we go. So we'll just see how well they work. So let's take you down to the old scientific testing apparatus here at the Worldwide headquarters and get to doing some of that submersion testing. Okay, so here we are, as I said again, with the Chelsea boots. And I've got about 2.5 inches of water in here, and it's not for you to drink, Kuma. So we're just going to go down and see, try to keep my pants dry here. So I'm going to hitch him up Jethro style and step in the water and see. So we're not quite up to the elastic, like we're about 3/4 of an inch from the elastic. When I put my other foot in, it's going to go up a little higher because we're displacing more water. But okay, so step back, Kuma, where they can see. Get back, get back, get back. So we're in water up to almost, you can see the water line almost to the elastic right here, and my feet are completely dry. So, and that's as far as I would go with it, because these don't, this is just straight up elastic. So it doesn't say it's got any kind of a liner in it. So we're going to give these one a for what they are. Apparently this is good drinking water for Kuma. From what they are very water resistant up to that point. So not bad. Okay, next we'll go with the 6-inch boots, and if you remember, these are gusseted, but the gusset in the tongue only comes up to about the third eyelet right here. So we're not going to get any deeper than that, because I think it'd be unreasonable to expect them to be waterproof above the gusset, obviously. But we'll go ahead and do that and start with there, and then we'll go up a little higher if we need to. So step in here like so. So you can see we still got plenty of room to add some more water, because we're only up about here, and we can go all the way up to here. So we're going to just add some more water. Get back, buddy. Get back, come on. Okay, so we're up to, you can see we're up to so the gusset goes to here, so that's about as high as I want to get. But as of right now, there's no leaks. Kuma likes playing in the water. And again, you can see we're up to about right here, and the gusset goes to about right here. So we're about a 1/2 inch below the gusset, 1/4 inch. So again, that's about as far as I think you could reasonably expect them to be waterproof, but they're holding strong. I'm gonna try the 8-inch ones now. And just for reference sake, the 8-inch has a gusset that comes all the way up to this next to the top lace eyelet. So we're gonna start with the same water we had for the 6-inch. Oh, I just splashed it all up. So got the bottom of my pants leg wet, but so you can see we're up over what would be the upper of a regular shoes, and completely dry. And this not only has a liner, but it also has Thinsulate in it for to keep your feet warm in the wintertime. And let's add some more water. Okay, so that should be good. We're 1 eyelet below the top of the gusset, so we're about a 3/4 of an inch below the top of the gusset. And my feet are dry, and I'm a plumber. I promise you, I know what wet feet feel like. And my feet are dry, and I put wool socks on like I do every day, so I can tell for sure if they're leaking, but they're just not leaking. So I mean, I'm down above my ankles in the water, again about a 1/2 inch below the top of the gusset, and they are, I mean, look at where the water line is on that. My feet are dry. That's pretty impressive. Okay, sorry for the harsh lighting here, but let's wrap this up. So as I said, I wore these things for a couple of 3 days each, just throughout my day, and to just try to get an initial feel for them. Obviously that wasn't really enough time to get the leather completely broken in, but I think it was enough time for me to get an idea about the boots and how comfortable they have potential to be. I've been wearing boots for a long time, and I want to do a little scientific testing here for you. So let's kind of recap this, give you my pros and cons, and wrap this up. We'll start with the 8-inch, because personally these are my least favorite, only because probably because anyway, I'm just not used to wearing tall boots like that. So I think they really take a lot more break in. I will say that right there on the inside of my left ankle, that right there, it really kind of irritated me and bothered my ankle for a little while, and maybe it would have gotten better, you know, I'm sure it would have gotten better when I got them really good and broken in. But if I was somewhere where I was going to be in a lot of water, or in the winter, these could be really good boots. There's nothing wrong with the boots, they're just not my favorite ones. But I like the fact that they all have the composite toe and the composite sole, so in emergency preparedness situation, if you're dealing with disasters, if you're dealing with rough situations where there might be something that you could step on that would hurt, you know, nails and stuff like that, it'd be really, really good to have some boots like this. Then we'll talk about the other two that are kind of like my, they're both kind of tied for my favorite, I think. So first of all, the 6-inch, and these are more of what I'm used to wearing. They're still actually a little bit higher than I'm used to wearing because I'm mostly wearing hiking boots for the last several years, which are probably about that tall. But they're really comfortable. And again, these are all work boots, not hiking boots. So they're going to be stiffer. They're going to have they're going to be heavier, and they're going to be more solid feeling. But they are really, really solid feeling. I felt very comfortable walking around job sites, and I wore these on a couple of job sites. And same goes for these Chelsea boots. The pros for these obviously are you don't have to deal with tying the laces. So if you're going in and out of buildings, you have to take your shoes off a lot or whatever. These can be really handy to have. If that's not an issue for you, probably the laces would be a little more secure because they're slip-ons. They have a little more slippage around the foot. Although I will say I didn't get any blisters or anything like that from wearing them. So in terms of water resistance, obviously these are going to be the least water resistant because once you get up to about right there, you're going to kind of lose your water resistance. These are going to be the second because I think they're going to be about right that high was about where the gusset goes to. And obviously the 8-inch taller ones, you can get in deeper water if you need to do that. So there you go. I will say I think these are very, very well made boots. Like I said, I've been wearing boots for a long time, many years, a lot of different kind of boots. And I think these are as good or better than any boots I've ever worn. So I'll just wrap this up by saying, if you're looking for some good solid work boots or boots that'll take a licking, that you kind of keep your feet protected in some maybe rough terrain and rough conditions, you want to check out these boots from Kodiak. Once again, thanks to the folks at Kodiak Boots for sending me these so I can show them to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and Saturday, and sometimes random videos throughout the week. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single one, just in case cancel culture catches up with me, I invite you to go to survivalonpurpose.com/subscribe. Get signed up for my weekly email newsletter where every week I'll send you an email with news, offers, and deals, links to other videos, and maybe an occasional rant or two about who knows what. So anyway, I really sincerely appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. So be prepared. Keep your feet healthy. I'll see you next time.